Should I start? I've been here the whole time. I just been vibing to Monster Hunter music. It's been great. I haven't even done anything. Just was sitting here the whole time. Not even looking at anything, just listening to music. For like 5 minutes. Same hello, yeah. Welcome. I could have been doing stuff that I plan on doing anyway. And yet here I am. Playing Terraria and I'm listening. I'm glad I could provide a soundtrack for that. I've watched a video earlier today relevant to the conversation. Here, I can put this on screen. Of a person beating Terraria with the lawnmower, which is, according to them, and they seem very well versed in their field, in their industry, if you would, of that game. They beat the whole game with the lawnmower, and I watched it, and it sounded and looked and felt like an ordeal just from secondhand experience, just being there by way of a viewer, by way of viewership. I look like it. He said the Moon Lord took 90 hours to beat, just, you know, for one attempt. And that's assuming everything went correctly. Luckily it did, so we didn't have to restart. But they were like, what a Herculean effort. That's like leaving your NES on when games didn't have a save function back in the day. Just leaving it on, hoping that you could come back at some point and get another round in on Ninja Gaiden or whatever. Make it one level further. Also, I'm glad you're here. Because you might be able to help remedy some, not really confusion, but curiosities I had about the project that we have been in very secret, top secret, ironclad communications about. By which I mean a few Discord messages. Let me just bring that up. There it is. Yeah, what's up? I need to scroll for a bit. Let me see. Also, you didn't send me the link. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I've been sleeping. So much. My schedule is jacked. I'll send that. I can send that over now, actually. I knew there was something I was forgetting to do. I'm a freaking idiot. Alright, I'll get that. I could do that now. That'll be one of the things I have to do right now. Okay, no worries. Yeah, hold on. I'm just freaking. My schedule. They've been rescheduled. I brought it up to you, but I've been rescheduled. And when you're rescheduled at a night job for different days, that'll freaking kill you. What was I gonna add? Oh, yeah. Freaking. For the ball form, I'm assuming it's the one that I've seen. What specifically are you looking for with the ball form? Is it you just want my rendering of it for the reference sheet? Just a rendering of it done by me? Just to have it? Because I feel like you would be providing some of the reference for that. By way of, you know, just having that. Yeah, that works. Okay. Just wanted to clear that up. Because I know you have one. So getting a reference for it was I just wanted to clear that up for myself. What I would be actually providing. Because the other part of it is like, you know, that's a new thing. That's transformative. That's like a thing I can work on. But yeah, now that I get it, it's all good. Yeah? I'll send you what I made. And an art that someone else got made of me. Yeah, that would be good. Let me get the link. Let me get that link. If I can even remember what my login info is. Believe it or not, I don't get too many commissions. I got that handler one, and I don't even remember what my account is. Let me just try to freaking remember. Should be on. Should be saved in Gmail, because that's where I put all my stuff, my accounts and such. Where am I? Okay, there it is. I found it. I will try not to dox myself. Am I on screen? Okay, I just have stupid art on screen. Dumb, silly art that don't matter. Okay. Am I on the right thing? I did this before, so it should. You think it would be all figured out? What a nightmare to start a stream like this. It is my own fault, though. I chose to do this. I chose to do this. Wow, I'm bad at doing art stuff. I didn't even transfer the stuff I got from the last commission to my bank account yet. There's just the money sitting in here. Oh, that's because I didn't link my bank account. I'm so glad none of this is on screen. Transfer to bank account. Okay, what is happening? I'm so confused. Alright, well, it should all be good now. It's been 12 minutes? Yikes. What am I doing? How did I do this last time? Oh, that's what happened. They reached out to me, I think, with their username, and then I requested a payment because they gave me their username to do that with. I see. Yeah, I'll just send you the link, though. Forgive me, I'm learning on the fly here. Can you tell I'm not a professional commissioner? I don't do this often. I try, I put myself out there. And this is the experience I need. I can do the art, it's just everything else is so... Why there's gotta be so many options? There's gotta be, like, so many roadblocks, so many steps here. Alright, here we go. Oh no, my Twitch Turbo subscription ended. I didn't even want that, but I have it. Now that should work. Does that did that do anything? Hold on, I'm just signed in here. Oh yeah, you could just do... Okay. It's all there. That's in the Discord. I see a GIF here. I'm gonna look at it. Do I not have... I could have sworn I still had this. Maybe I just uninstalled it. I got the link. It works good. Thank you for helping me out on this. I send you the other images. Feel free to do so. I think I need to re-download Krita. I don't remember deleting it, but apparently I did. Alright. Now for the thing that I actually do. Here. At least a little bit sometimes, if you can imagine. Let me get the GIF. The GIF. This isn't your run-of-the-mill GIF. Thought I had it. That's perfectly fine. This is the GIF. The one of legend. You've heard of it. I've been trying to have some apostrophes while writing, which is to say epiphanies, but it's, I'm having a bit of a snag here. I'm hoping that that subsides after a bit. It's not something that's easily controllable, though. You can watch an infinite number of YouTube videos on how to do subtext and stuff like that, but it ain't mean nothing if you don't put it into practice, by which I mean fail, because that is the most likely result. Sent the image and GIF. Thank you. Ah, there we go. You got made by the other person included. Controller. I see. Free floating hands and the hair is blue, not purple. Yeah. I didn't use the correct colorations and added my controller as a part of my body. I'm seeing that now. I do be seeing that. It's weird. You say it's like as a part of your body. From the rendering that I'm looking at here, it looks like they made the controller your body. Not even just a part of it, like that is you. But yeah, I see what's going on here. This is why we allow for revision rounds, everybody, so that when you give the VTuber a video game controller as part of their body, they can say, no, that is not what's going on here. Sir, you have made a mistake. I requested not to be a controller. I wasn't the person who commissioned it. Oh, I see. That's worth some continuity. Would likely fall flat then. Regardless, now that you have a direct line of communication, you can rest assured I won't mess that up. I might mess something else up, but at the very least, not that. That's Japes, by the way. I will mess nothing up, because when it comes to commissions, I'm the best in the world. Take that to a bank. There's a friend who had the commission made. It's a good, kind gesture. And at that point, can you really even fault it? Just a little bit, but not too much. I wish I had friends who would get commissions for me as gifts. I don't think I know people who would do that. Not through any fault of their own, it's just like, you know, it's not an interest that I share with a lot of people to that degree. I'm gonna go back to Terraria now, I'm gonna listen to you in the background. I'm playing multiplayer as a collab commission. But yeah, have a good one. Have a good one doing that. Send you the full poster. Oh yeah, I do recall this now. I remember seeing this. That is a large piece, too. What should the background be for this panel? How many panels am I thinking about being lazy on? I'm thinking quite a few. This page has already taken a long time. Because of me dragging my feet. Several. Welcome in, Mask. No school yet, I assume? I won't keep harping on it. I just thought it was funny. In English class. Oh, I see. We're doing this song and dance again. And in that case, by all means, keep watching. Do whatever you like. I can teach you better English than someone. Not many people, at least somebody. I bet I speak English gooder than someone. At the very least. Maybe like 3 people I can speak English better than. I know all the ins and outs and the literary devices. The song is a banger, by the way. We are doing work. Well, it seems like everyone else is doing work, and you are tangentially, via association and proximity, maybe doing work. Introductions. What good are even introductions? We need that perspective ruler. Do I even still remember how to use this? Well, that ain't what I envisioned. I'm not even sure what I've done here. Let's see if it works. It doesn't. Wait. It might? Where is this? It's in the wrong dang panel. Oh, it does work. Alright, good. How do you clear a layer? Cut the layer. Don't cut the layer. Put the layer back. Just delete everything. Delete the comic. I'm starting over again. I am working, but listening. I'll take your word for it, because I cannot prove otherwise. But I do appreciate the viewership in spite of your educational duties. Nonetheless, we always approve of this. Maybe not always, but I approve of it. Because it benefits me. Do that, do this, do this. This wood texture brush, everybody. So helpful and handy. Then you just take your airbrush tool and make it look not as cheatery. Even though everybody knows, well, I do, that I'm cheap. It's not as bad as using a 3D model, though. I will be puritanical on that until I die. I've been real sticklery about the whole backgrounds and situation and such. If I even see a smidgen of something that could be perceived as a 3D model or traced off of one, I get very hesitant to proceed. Even if the rest of the content's fantastic, like that's how most original webtoons are, because they got deadlines and stuff. I gotta find a vocal register where I stop sounding like I'm prepubescent. I don't know what it is about how I've been speaking recently, but it feels like I'm talking from my chest in a way that is just the worst. The folds overlap and they just sound like a trumpet that is somehow out of tune. I don't even know if a trumpet can get out of tune, but that's what it sounds like to me. I didn't play a brass instrument in this jazz band in school that I was in. I played guitar. So I know not the intricacies of trumpets. I know a saxophone can get out of tune, I think. Pretty sure. I think. Am I wrong? It's been known to happen. I like your voice. The one instrument that I do have. Well, I'm glad my voice has some appeal, even now, because I'm pretty sure I'm coming down with, like, either, like, really bad allergies, seasonal, or just, like, a sinus infection. It's one of the two. Goblin siren. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I can hear it every time I open my mouth. There's just, like, popping sounds in my sinuses, just, like, all the time. And I hate it. It infuriates me to no end. I wouldn't think you guys can hear that, but it is definitely, it's in my head every time I speak, and it's getting me real riled. Is this the right color? I need to see, I need a fact check. There we go. Move into meth? What? What are you talking about? Don't. You're gonna move on to meth to this jaunty little tune? Math. Thank you for clarifying. That would have been truly bizarre to admit to the chat room. I couldn't do anything about it. I would suggest legal counsel, though. And professional counsel on a psychological level. I'll admit, I was fully prepared for a majority of just not a significantly, but a more silent era for the Zotan stream. When you were starting up classes again, Mask, but I'm glad to know that I forgot that we had this sort of dynamic before, where you would just watch me in class anyway. So I'm glad to see that that stuck. Because I did think for a minute that it was just gonna be gone. Or at the very least, dramatically reduced our interactions here. Whoa, that's the wrong eraser. Oh yeah, there's stuff I could talk about too. I do forget I could do that sometimes. I could talk about things that I have experienced and seen in the world around me. Aki got announced for Street Fighter 6, and she looks like Juri too. In the sense that she looks even crazier than Juri ever has, and that she's like, and I don't throw this term around a lot, especially within the waifu culture, because it might be perceived as blasphemy. She looks unfixable. I don't think anybody could fix her. She is quite simply too much. She's too far gone. Juri is like a psychopath emo goth girl, but it's like, you know, that's like an aesthetic, that's a vibe. This new lady, she just like poisons you openly in her teaser introduction trailer. And that's just how she greets you. By poisoning you with something that can cause respiratory failure. It's like, I don't know. At least, you know, Juri would probably kick you in the stomach, but you could walk away from that. She doesn't poison you to death upon first meeting, unless you were like part of her contract, but that's a whole different thing. Anyway, I'll be maining her day one. No, I won't. But I am interested. I am interested to see how the gameplay pans out. I haven't played Street Fighter in a while. I did discover this new ruler tool, though. It lets you do parallel lines? What is linear? No. Special ruler. Parallel line. That's a neat one. And then you could just draw parallel lines. It's handy. Look at that. And it just doesn't matter where you're going. You can do that for... Juri could kick me anytime. Alright. Let's not get it crazy. We all know that Juri could kick any one of us. And be met with most likely applause. But would you let somebody poison you? I don't think so. That's really where the crux of the discussion lies. Look how cleanly I did this. This coloration here. Just cut the guy out right there. This song is pretty great. The Celiana theme, probably one of the best to ever do it. Oh no, I did that, didn't I? There's an easy fix for this. You just make it the same. Oh, but I should clip it. Now it is fixed. The song is so good. Can't believe they released the Astera theme song when they had this one in the chamber, just waiting to come out. In order to put my phone away, so I bid thee farewell. See, this is what I was afraid of, but so long, mask. Until we meet again. Thank you for stopping by in the face of authority and adversity. I'll be back. Yeah. Maybe. And now, so begins the aforementioned... Or the prior mentioned? What does aforementioned mean again? Yeah, I ain't cut out for writing stuff. The previously mentioned Silent Zoten phase. I don't think I'll be silent. It's gonna be more silent than I usually is. Nintendo announced a Pokemon Presents, and for some reason people are still excited for Pokemon over the age of 5. I don't know why. That's not a dig on the childlike nature of Pokemon, by the way. That's a dig on the games industry, and in particular the game companies behind Game Freak and the Pokemon company themselves. I just don't know how people can still have expectations for a Pokemon game in the year of our Lord 2023. I mean, have you seen what they've been doing lately? It's not great. It's not the best. I won't dog on people getting excited, but I will dog on people getting excited for Pokemon. It's like, how many times do they have to teach you this lesson? That they have a rushed development cycle, and Game Freak wants nothing, or the Pokemon company wants nothing to do with Game Freak. Or at least that's what they make it seem like. Why would they spend all those resources making a video game when they could just make a new Pikachu plush and make the same amount of money in like a weekend? What kind of outline am I looking for here? How would this be shaded? I guess it would be more like this? Also, I know this blue is not accurate to the color temperature of the lighting and environment and whatnot. I'm too lazy to figure it out. I haven't watched all those videos on color temperature and theory that I've saved in my Watch Later playlist yet. I watched one of them, but there's like 3 more that I have to look at. And I'm so lazy. And when I'm not lazy, I'm sleepy. So you can see my conundrum. And when I'm not sleepy, I'm hungry. And that takes up time in and of itself. Gotta make food? What the heck is that? What's with all these biological needs? Now, when I'm not hungry, I'm angry. Or am I not angry? When I am hungry, I'm angry. I'm hangry. And when I'm not hungry, I'm... Okay, now I've gone cross. I'm trying to solve my own riddle. When I'm not hungry, it's probably because there's peanut butter in the house. That usually is the answer. about this blur tool? What do we think? What do we think of this? Is this doing anything for anyone? Me? No. No, no, no. Maybe the arm. Maybe the army hammer. Isn't that guy a cannibal? I could have sworn somebody with a name like that was a cannibal. I spent 40 minutes. I know like 15 of those was just me noncing around PayPal. Is noncing a verb? I know nonce is a noun in British slang. So presumably you could nonce around. If it wasn't before, it should be now. Oh god, all of these are just... Oh, I thought they were all on the same G-dang layer. It's gonna have a panic attack. Let's adjust the curvature. Oh, you're not clipped there, are you? You're gonna want to be clipped there. Putting shading on the motion lines? Now that's something I didn't think I would do. I haven't had to consider that in the past, and now I have to. I don't know if I like it. That sound is always so creepy in this song. Sounds like some sort of banshee whale. Or like some kind of deep sea creature from afar. I can hear it. It sounds like something that would be in, what is it, Stranded Deep? Is that the name of that game? Or what's the really popular one? With like the alien planet and you're underwater. It's got submarine in the title, doesn't it? Submarine Steam game. That would be Subnautica is the one that I'm thinking, oh, that would be that one. What did I say? I've already forgotten. If I already forgot, it probably wasn't important. Speaking of things that should have been forgotten about, Nickelodeon Brawl Stars has a sequel that got announced, and that shouldn't have happened. I'm pretty sure the concurrent player base for the first game is like 2 people now. Just duking it out in one online lobby. Going back and forth. Exchanging win rates. At this point, I don't think anybody else plays the game aside from them. In fact, I am curious. I'm going to go to Steam charts right now. Actually, the numbers might be inflated. Because they just announced that sequel, so there might be like a dozen of people there now. Nickelodeon All-Star 12 people. There is literally a dozen of people playing the game right now. I can't believe that. Cannot believe it. Oh my god, the artwork on screen right now for this Monster Hunter playlist is terrifying. It's the biggest Lagiacrus that could ever be. Bringing back my fear of the ocean. So the goal for today's page is to finish it. It's a modest goal, I know, but it's one I have, and I want it to be, I want to see it through. And then when I get off stream, I do want to just commit to scripting out the rest of the prologue. I don't care how long it takes me. I'm going to get out a first draft. It's going to be terrible. I'm going to throw up just looking at it, but it's going to be done. Damn it. I'm going to freaking do it. And no one can stop me except me. Problem with that is I'm a very powerful enemy of myself. I usually end up stopping myself from doing things that I want to do and not doing things that I should be doing. For example, I shouldn't have eaten ice cream right before I started stream, but you know what I did? I ate ice cream. And that's like the worst thing you could do for a period of, before a period of time where you want to like talk for a while is just eat dairy. Like, what am I thinking? At least I'm not a singer. That would have been even worse. Don't eat dairy. That's bad for the vocal cords and the folds. That's probably why my sinuses are all messed up. Well, that and the world. The fact that God let us be made with flaws, such as, but not limited to, being allergic to the particulates that we breathe on a daily basis. Very cool maneuver. I like that one. And it's like, what's sneezing even gonna do? Is that really gonna get the dust out of my system? No. It's just still gonna be in, just less of it. Slightly less of it. I'm still gonna have to sneeze later. Or the foreign contaminant, as my body sees it, is just gonna be right back undetected this time. Causing a ruckus. It's the freaking immune system that's the problem here. It's too hyperactive. It's like when you get a limb transplant and your body's like, no. I say this like this is a common experience, but just from my understanding, if you get like an arm attached to your body that wasn't yours, you gotta be on immunosuppressants all the time because your body otherwise will be like this, hey, wait a second. I don't recall having an arm yesterday, and now there's an arm. Have you been seeing other arms? And then it's like you're caught red-handed, probably because of the infection, because your body's freaking out. But there's a new arm on you. And the immunosuppressants only work for so long, so it's like transplants are messed up only because of the body. It's like if the body would just chill out, so many things, so many medical mishaps could be avoided. Of course, I think it's the body's predisposition to do that kind of thing, to flip out wildly at the slightest hint of anything that allows vaccines to work. So, you know, you take what you can get, I guess. I guess if I have the hay fever sniffles every now and then, I can live with not having to contract smallpox anymore because I put a needle in my arm once. Well, I didn't put the needle there, a doctor did. It'd be wild if I was home brewing vaccines. I don't do that yet. Or like polio. The fact that there's a vaccine for that seems crazy. Just because of all the stuff it can do if you don't get the vaccine. So maybe it's good that the body freaks out a little bit every now and then. Not too much, though. You got like immune disorders, and that's when the body just will not stop freaking out, and then that sounds annoying. Like, what is it? Like lupus? Lupus, for example. My Twitch mobile just said, welcome to my chat room. So I'll see what... Did I just go offline for half a second? I hate when it does that. Because then I have to, like, stitch back the parts together, and editing, even the slightest degree, really wears me out because I don't do it. I'm not going to be adding funny hit-stop sound effects to my YouTube channel, so it's just like, I can't even handle anything. No, you're still here? Okay, good. Sometimes it just does that for like half a second, and it's enough for Twitch to register it as a new VOD. So I gotta staple it all Frankenstein style into one cohesive video. Hey, if it's like 1 part to 2 parts, then I'll just upload the separate fragments and just title the video something like, "It done got broke again." But one time it was broken up into like a 40-minute clip, a 3-minute clip, and then like an hour-long clip, and I was like, well, I literally just, I cannot stand for this. I have to fix it. And it's like, I wish it wouldn't happen. Luckily it did not, apparently, just now. Oh yeah, I'm also behind on my uploads. Uh-oh. This is not new, but it is unfortunate that I have yet to catch up. I haven't even uploaded the Portal stuff. I should really just unlist the Portal stuff, or like just put it up there anyway, and then just make the thumbnail later. Because at this point, it's just taking too long. But speaking of cooperative gameplay, I've seen Baldur's Gate 3 is blowing up. That's pretty neat. I always love it when a D&D style, or a game that is reminiscent of a D&D campaign blows up. Because that's just another game where I'm like, well, someday I'm gonna do that. Like, for sure I have to do that. That's why I got, I think it's Divinity. Let me just minimize everything. There's probably, do I even have it installed? I don't. But I got one of those games. One of those types. And I haven't played it yet because I was debating whether or not I would want to do a multiplayer type playthrough of that game. There's some wide boys here. I gave them some pretty hefty torso pieces here, but it'll just have to do. Then we had a new multiply layer, but not a darken layer. What am I, idiot? I don't even know what the darken layer does. I just need these guys to recede into the background. Go on, get. And then we can lighten them up. Light them up. Go, 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 go. And voila, we did one panel of values. I mean, it's only 55 minutes in the stream. I'm going to deduct 15 minutes from that because of PayPal shenanigans, mainly just my shenanigans. My Sharonigans. Isn't My Sharona like a messed up song? I don't remember the subject matter entirely, but I seem to recall a vague controversy around it. Is that one of those weird age gap songs where it's like, ooh? Or am I thinking of something else? I'm looking this up. What's up with My Sharona? For one thing, the real-life girl at the center of the Nax smash hit My Sharona was only 17. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, no. Uh-oh. Not great. Uh-oh. Well, that's fine. It's fine. It was a different time. That does not make it better. I want to make that fully clear. Now, it's tricky as well because... that, like, depends on the state. How old was the singer when he made the song? You know, all of it, I shouldn't even get this deep in the weeds. If you have to get this deep in the weeds on a song, then it's probably not a great sign. Oh, wait, here's the article. It says he was 25 at the time. Well, that's not much better than, like, I was imagining, like, a 30-plus-year-old dude, but 25 is still like a... it's not great. Depends on specifically exactly where you are. And then even then, there's still like an age gap. So it's like, ooh. I don't want to touch the issue anymore than I already have. Done with Terraria? Wow, that was quick. Gotta go grab some, but then I will be here to hang. I appreciate it. You do what you gotta do. I'll just be here ranting about My Sharona. Probably still. Maybe for the next hour and a half. I don't know. I don't know that much about it to extrapolate on, other than it's weird. And the article's even weirder. It says, to be fair, the guy who wrote the song was only 25 at the time. And what do you mean only? 25 to 17? That is 8 years? That is literally half of the lifespan of the woman that you're writing a song about. That's just the age gap. Now, come on now, dude. Come on now, dude. I'm just gonna go on the record and say I find that strange. Call me puritanical. End of statement. And it's just a demand that I have now. Alright, now how is this fool's face gonna work? It's mainly in shadow, and the rain is falling mainly in Spain. Or is it on the plane? Where the hell does that rain go? If it's on the plane, presumably it would also be in Spain. If the plane was in Spain. But I don't know where the plane is. Gabino, hello. Halber, welcome in. How are you doing today? I'm over here drawing a very exhausted man. He might be a little battered and bruised by the time I get through rendering him. That's for me to get to. For you, the lowly viewer, to find out. You fool. Sorry. Nobody deserves it. This is too confrontational. I don't want confrontational to be my whole VTuber thing. I don't have a VTuber thing, but if I did have one, that would not be the energy I want to provide. I saw this one VTuber today, and I'm not here to make waves, but their whole aesthetic was a goth lolly type character, and they talked in what I could only describe as a baby voice. Now, if this is their actual voice, which I doubt, like 1,000,000%, but if it was their voice, then it's like, I rescind everything. But it's just like, it's a weird beat. We're here talking about weird beats this stream, and it's usually age gap or age related. Like their character model looked like they were the typical lolly, like 6-year-old. And it was even funnier because the conversation, the clip that I saw, that is even the impetus for me bringing this up in the first place, is because she was expounding upon like traditional family values. And she's like, one of the things that most attracts me to a person that I'm interested in is traditional core family values. And I'm like, what am I watching? It was very bizarre. And this coming from the voice, again, of someone who's like mimicking a 5-year-old in inflection and appearance. Truly strange. I would just prefer they were a goblin at that point. I might have some biases there, but I would just prefer it. So a video today that reminded you of me. Well, I'll reserve judgment until I see it. This could be good or bad. I withhold any opinion or statement until this is presented to me in a court of law as evidence. There you go. All right. Let me check a look. Let me take a view, take a gander, take a goose's neck fold here. Wait, I'm already liking this. Let me pause this. I just saw the first 2 seconds. Make sure I don't dox myself. Wait, whoa, what is going on here? Do I need to scrub through this video? I mean, it's on YouTube, and it wasn't age restricted, so I'm just gonna let it ride. Whatever.
Wife or girlfriend. Step 1. Obtain a goblin. Goblins usually enjoy shinies, sweets.
These do usually. They do entice me, those things.
Caves, so make sure to leave some out overnight. Step 2. Once a goblin is near, slowly and calmly approach. Try giving her compliments. Your ears are looking quite...
You can't say that. Before the first date?
Step 3.
Oh, Lord.
With consent. Results may vary depending on the goblin.
This person do be making Twitter art, for sure.
Offer more food. And or shinies. Whatever works. Step 5. Bathe and pamper.
Bathe? What are we implying here?
To being bathed. Refer back to steps 2 through 4. Goblins are extremely protective and loyal. Make sure you are ready before finding one.
Now I still don't even know how to interpret my relation to this video. I do be a goblin. And I could be persuaded to seek goblin wife. All these you'd think as a goblin I would know these already, but I know it's quite the opposite. In fact, this is all new information, very good insight as to into my future endeavors and pursuits. It was goblin, yeah. It was level 1 goblin. Please do not kill for experience point. It only has 1 HP. Soften this facial shadow a bit. Oh, a potential spam call. Get out of here. Freaking spam likely. Who is that guy anyway? No friends. Calls me all the time. Hate him. Oh, they called like so fast. Oh my god, I can't. Get out of here. Leave me alone. Go away. Why did they call back so fast? I've never had that happen before. That was actually spooky. I was trying to tap on an email and their phone number came flying in again. It was the exact same one. I have never had that happen. The immediate hang-up into call them back instantaneously maneuver? That must be new to the script. They're evolving faster than I can even account for. I have no clue what they were thinking with that. Wonder how many people they've gotten with that. I don't even know what that would accomplish, but I feel got, and I didn't even answer the phone. Now I'm just thinking about, like, what am I missing out on? What are they so urgent to tell me? This is a good mind tap. Now I'm wondering what I'm missing out on by not answering the phone. It's genius. I hate it, but it works. Now I am going to answer that. I'm going to call them back later. Did you get the thing? What thing? You talking about a desk? If so, no. I did not. If you mean multiple phone calls in the span of 2 seconds, yeah, I did just get that. That was pretty weird. Go get a desk. No, it's so expensive, dude. My dog's got medical bills. I gotta pay for those first. Not the desk, I mean the payment. Oh, that's probably what showed up in my email. Yeah, I did get that. I did. Thank you, thank you. Make your own desk. I was wondering why I got emailed. Now I know. Cool, cool. Yeah, it's all good. All good over there. Whoops, that's not how that's supposed to go. I'm also very weary to play my, Don't forget to update the Tavern Fund. I was already planning on it. I like to save that for when I've done the commission and all is said and done, we're all happy with the results. And then I will update the Tavern Fund. Or use it to buy it at... Why can't it be both? Maybe the desk will be in my office at the tavern. I don't know why I said that so weird. The tavern. It could be both. How much dedicated wham does it take to run a tavern? So when I tip you, the funds update at the same time. Yeah, the same time. The exact same. Not a moment of delay. Everyone instant, like, yeah, everyone knows that my system is very automatic. I have robots accounting for all of the back end of my streams. Don't even worry about it. I have chat bots, I have channel point bots, even though I don't have channel points yet. That's just how forward thinking I am. I feel like I'm forward thinking, but still no Discord. I have a Discord, it's just for me, and I upload pictures there so that I can have them as reference without downloading them to my phone. But I have a Discord. It's just private. People like to throw around the term reverse engineering, but I don't think they actually know what it means. It means you engineer backwards. Yeah, you haven't invited me to it. I see how it is. I mean, I don't think I could invite anybody into that into that server without exposing myself well and truly for the degenerate that I am in my free time. There's a lot of Twitter art in that private server, let me tell you. It's for research purposes, though, and I mean that in the most literal, oh, you're just a freaking art nerd type way possible. It's for anatomy, okay? It's for anatomy. You can only get so far looking at the real human being. Sometimes you gotta download the Twitter JPEGs and save them to your private Discord server that no one else is allowed to see. I see how it is, shame on you. Exposing, you say, research. It's true. All of it's true, and you can't gaslight me. You can't convince me that I'm in the wrong here. You are interested in how much research I like. I love research. It's such a I have to scroll. Go back to some of the earlier examples, just so I remember what they look like. There's a lot of examples. Downloads naughty in, well, that's just true. But, like, you're not allowed to see it. I also make them, but you'll never find that account. Ever. I've taunted other people with this reality, and they haven't found it yet. If anyone ever just, like, finds my NSFW account, I would love if you just dropped the username in chat and didn't explain it. I would have a literal heart attack on stream. Just doesn't want us to see as kings. Partially true. Partially true. I won't even deny that. Partially true. There may be a few in there that I downloaded just because I like them. This one isn't for research. I just like looking at it. Probably nothing compared to mine. Well, I will neither confirm nor deny on this public forum that I plan on uploading to YouTube forever and ever later on a public database. Being maintained by Google, a company that will never die until the heat death of the universe. I'll say what one of my kinks isn't. I can say that much. I do not, and I feel perfectly comfortable saying this, I'm not into, and I feel weirded out by a little bit by people who are into blood play. You know, have you heard of that? Has anyone heard of this? Just the idea of blood in general, get it away from me. I don't like it. If you like it, then obviously I don't, like, hate you as a person, but, like, it's weird, right? Like, even if people are into that, you gotta admit. Like, it's weird. Not a fan of blood play? Yeah, like, Guro and stuff, like, it's weird. We can all agree, in this chat room at least, for the time being, that it's a weird thing. Not into it. Oh, it's super weird. Yeah, it's like, what even? There's so many other fluids that don't kill you that can be involved in any of those acts. And I say act, the word acts with the most amount of quotation marks I can force around a word. I've seen people do that. I went to a kink summer camp. They're like summer camps for that? What? It's like the first time I heard about LARP camp. I just didn't think it was real, and now I know that it's real. What do you even do at kink summer camp? I can imagine some of the things that happen at kink summer camp, but not all of them. Say no more. Your silence speaks volumes? Anyway, on an unrelated note, kink summer camp near me. I can't. Redacted, the redacted. It's sometimes bannable offense. I see. Yeah, I don't even know how I expected to find this on Google. Kinky summer camps you should definitely attend. These are not beginner workshops. What? Oh, God, we're in the advanced stuff already? I gotta get out of here. I gotta find the entry. I gotta find Kinky Summer Camp 101. The folks who attend are, for the most part, cultural outsiders. Rude. First of all, rude. Most you have to be vetted, I would imagine. Then you want to go to nude camps. Nude camps. A human fox hunt? What is going on in these? Having them in Jamaica? What is... Camp Hardwood? Alright, well you're not even trying with that one. Uncrowded and unhurried. 9 days of hedonism. Explore the amazing possibilities with that much time. Anyway. I'm now learning a whole lot more about an industry I didn't even know existed 5 minutes ago. Or the adult camps, but mostly swingers go there. Ah, I see. Now, when you say vetted, what is that process even? What do you mean vetted? What is like the background check for an adult camp, so to speak? Drug tests and stuff like that? Like, what are we talking about? You have to have someone vouch for you? So it's like New Zealand. You gotta have someone on the inside. I get it. Damn you, New Zealand. There's one in Wisconsin that is all summer long. You can get week or weekend passes. Those are times you go to vanilla group meetup locations and get to know the community. Oh. Don't mind me just debating on whether or not I want to expose that I've even seen this, but it reminds me of an anime I watched, and I mean anime in the most loose sense of the word. Where there's a whole amusement park based around this concept. And I have seen that one. Then once people get to know you, there's usually more private parties you can go to. Alright, so it's one of that. You gotta work your way. It's like Scientology in a way. I bet Tom Cruise has been to one of these events. Got an actual level up system. Otherwise, you could try to go to the professional dungeons. Like the Gulag. Those usually have background checks. Like actual factual. Professional business. This is all so wild to me. But only because I've never even heard of it before. Do I even need this layer? Maybe if it's less or... It's been an hour and 20. I said I would finish this page today, and luckily the backgrounds are pretty simplistic. Need to make sure you're not convicted of anything that could be a threat to employees or other patrons. That does make entire sense. All of it. It makes all of the sense to do that. You would not want some weird assault type character waltzing on in there. To say the least of it. One of your William Cosbys, so to speak. A community for, oh god, 11 years now? That's impressive to me. I wouldn't even have figured they've been around for 11 years. This whole subculture. But I guess anything happens. Anything can and will have a community developed around it. And this isn't even the most surprising. I'm more surprised at how intricate it is, more so than the longevity of it. They've been around since the 70s. That checks out. There was like the whole, what is it, like, the whole free love movement started in the 60s or whatever. So I can only imagine how much time they've had. Kinks have been around forever. Well, I know that. I know this much. I just mean, like, institutionalized camps around the idea, mainly. But the groups since the 70s, yeah, that's what I was more interested in. In the more secularized portions of the community, that's what I was more curious about. Or, yeah, more unclear about. Yeah, kink parties before then. Oh yeah, the Roman... Don't even get me started. You want to talk about some weirdos getting up to some weirdo stuff? You just gotta look at those Greek and Roman urns. They'll tell you a story about all the stuff they was doing. Freaking Bacchanal and stuff like that, you know. Not too openly. No, not too open. Romans and Greeks. What do you mean Romans and Greeks don't count? They for sure absolutely count. They were doing They were doing crazy stuff. Victorians, man, those were crazy. They were into some weird stuff. And what is a kink if not a weird thing? Vor is a kink. Some of the stuff that... I bet if you introduced the concept of vor to a Roman, even they would be weirded out. We have created some weird things in our time that you could be attracted to. Like, if you walked up to a Spartan and said, hey, I'm into this thing where I'm, like, sexually attracted to the idea of being eaten and consumed, I bet you would even get, like, they would be weirded out by you. Are goblins a kink to you? I mean, I won't say no. I'm not going to say yes, but I won't say no. I'm not going to say anything, but I won't say no. I wouldn't. I'm not going to say yes, but I wouldn't say no. Oh yeah, Garo, you reminded me that I have Twitter DMs, like today. Or yesterday? With that Twilight Princess post, and I just want to know, I just want to let you know, the Twilight Princess posts are always appreciated. Forever and always. And when I sent you the post, yeah, I just looked at that. So I just found it in the Twitter DMs that I have actually just learned how to access as a result of that post. Because I've never used it before, that feature. Listen, if you want my stances on most kinks, you just gotta look at that Joe Cat song that he made about how he likes girls, and just like pretty much all kinds of them. That's pretty much my stance. So if it's a goblin lady, well, you had me at goblin lady. It didn't really take much more than that. I also got Midna's helmet in Tears of the Kingdom. That was like one of the first helmets I got. I don't know whether it was Providence or I didn't look it up, so it was just pretty much just fate. We are destined to be together, I think. Yeah, it's just how it is. I didn't control the destiny that had befallen me, but it's like, what can I say? What can I even say? It's in the depths. That battle was insane, or intense. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a god gamer. Maybe I'm kind of just sick with it. It was a pretty fun battle, though. I do remember just falling into the Coliseum and being like, "Oh, what's over here?" And this thing, like, "Oh, gee, oh god!" And then just a bunch of freaking Bokoblins coming out at me. Sure, sus. I don't know. I guess I was just at the right place at the right time where the battle was pretty decent. It was around the challenge level that it should have been. Honestly, that game can be just broken in half the moment you unlock like white Bokoblin parts that you just stick on anything. Makes them just pretty much broken immediately. You don't even really need anything else. Just put some white Bokoblin parts on, or silver? I believe they're silver. And I'm spreading propaganda by stating otherwise. I also found that you can recycle the parts if you take them off the weapon with the Goron Sun before it breaks. I did read that at some point. I've been too lazy to figure out how to employ it. What song am I listening to? Song sung to the spirits. Monster Hunter 2. Monster Hunter 2's had some good tracks based on this video alone, and I'm curious. Maybe I should look into that OST more. Because they stand out even amidst other Monster Hunter songs. Oh god, there's vocals. I'm not going to be able to focus on anything now. Ah, great. Now there's a lady talking into my ear. It's so distracting. Am I reusing the same part? Make a 70 plus damage weapons. The Goron is in Terrytown. I have been to Terrytown. That does explain his name as well. However you spell it, I think that was wrong. He said with the utmost confidence that would instill confidence in anyone else who was questioning it. Yeah, you're right, maybe. Finally built a house. I started making my house. It's a pretty fun feature, I do like it. I didn't know how to use it at first, so I just kind of, the first time I made a house, I did make it all walls on the outside. And I could not access it, so needless to say, I did figure out how to not do that pretty quickly afterwards. And I now know how to get inside my home. So that's nice. It's a bit of a learning curve I didn't expect to have to work around, but I did figure out how to get into a house with a door and whatnot. I don't have to carry the special weapons around anymore. True, it's very handy. Excuse me, this woman is yelling. The foyer should have given you a door. I think I just decided I could build a house without one and just kind of... That the parts that were netted would be open, but no, those become walls. Or at the very least, they have some kind of barrier in front of it. I was like, I don't need a foyer, or a foyer. That's too bougie. I don't need that. I'm more utilitarian. Only the essentials. I'm a more minimalist adventurer. Like Link ought to be. And that's our openings? Well, then what the heck did I do? I don't even remember. All I know is that when I first built my house, I made it completely inaccessible by myself. I just built it. I don't know what I did then. I completely entombed myself outside of my home. So yeah, I can do an update on movie days, movie mornings with Zotan. Well, this wasn't movie morning. It was just a movie that I saw recently, and I might as well throw it in on this segment. Hey, what are you doing? Excuse me? Leave me alone. I'm famous, guys. Be gone, butt! Anyway, watched a movie with my family the other day, as I was saying. We watched Guardians of the Galaxy 3. And if you haven't seen it, I recommend it. It's a little... I would recommend that you have the context of the prior ones. It's not a movie you could just drop into, nor would I expect anyone to just drop into. It's literally called Volume 3, so it'd be wild if you dropped in at that one. Haven't seen it yet? I recommend that movie. It's a good movie. I won't spoil anything. In the interest of preserving a recommendation's integrity, kind of goes out the window if you say, I recommend this, and then just outline the plot, I think. I'm excited to see it eventually. I will say, I enjoyed the fact that it was a very character-driven movie. You would think that after Infinity War and Endgame and all that, you would be like, where could they possibly go? Where could James Gunn even take this trilogy? But he keeps it very, he keeps it very well, it's well-centered, well-focused. It's a good experience of film. I might wait until we watch it in the SVC Discord. It's a good one. I think it would be a fun collaborative movie as well. What am I thinking of? Sort of like a collective viewing experience. I didn't see it in a movie theater. We watched it on Disney Plus, but I can imagine it was a fun movie theater movie. It's the kind of movie where, like, even if there was some, like, elderly man coughing on you in the background, it wouldn't even ruin all of the fun, because the movie was just that good. We watch movies every Sunday. I should have known this. I should have taken the interest to know this. It is free on Disney Plus since like a couple days ago, I think. A few days ago. Are you in the SVC Discord? Am I? Oh, it's not your Discord, it's another one? Then I don't think so. I don't believe so. Invite sent, I appreciate it. Will I fit in here as a goblin? You can be a space goblin? I was gonna bring that up. I don't really know if my aesthetic really suits the vibe of this place. I'm kind of like a goblin. When you think about it, we're all space creatures. We're all stardust floating around, you know? And there's something beautiful about that. I don't know what it is, but there's something there. Yeah, well, if you say so, then I'll accept that. Momentarily. I will say, the most recent Discord movie night that I've been a part of, we watched, Hereditary, and that, I can tell you, it was fun. I will admit, it was a fun movie watch, but it is definitely not the first choice for a collaborative viewing experience, or like a collective viewing experience. We usually like chat over the movies because there's not a ton of people in that server. This is Swan's server if anyone's curious. But we all decided that we were type only. And we didn't even say that we were going to do type, but we all just kind of like intuitively picked up on the social cues of the movie being super tense, and we all just typed out anything we were going to say. So yeah, Aiden, quite aimless, is a human who has a space habitat that people show up to. Ah, yes. You have to be a space VTuber. I see. Well, that makes it all okay then. If you need a lore reason for being there, I abducted you. I mean, that is essentially what just happened. I went through one of those Soul Calibur portals, like Geralt from The Witcher. Not the Henry Cavill version. Sorry, ex-Henry Cavill. Is he fully out of that show? I don't remember. I just remember the situation sounding like a real nightmare from a production standpoint. I love Monster Hunter songs that just sound like Nier songs. It's my favorite subgenre of Monster Hunter song. The problem is I can understand what they're saying. I don't abduct. It's just goblins, I guess. Well, it would be weird if you abducted Chaos, seeing as your ball form is very evocative of a different Earth creature, of the frog, as it were. But a goblin, that ain't nothing. Vaguely humanoid at best. Wait, oh, that is not... Where did my ruler go? You're supposed to be visible. I guess I have to make another one. Then be gone! I wonder what follower milestone I'll have to reach to motivate me to do literally anything different than what I'm doing right now. Because we passed 20 like 3 times, maybe even more. I didn't do anything. Anyway, we're at 20, we're plus 25 now, we're at 26 now. And I still have no clue what I would even do. I'm not like a celebratory type. I'm kind of like the guy who doesn't even really like his own birthday. It's just like, oh, all this pomp and circumstance. Over me? Surely not. Surely you wouldn't. But they do. I don't like it. Stop. Show her the way, dang it. Bring her the stars. She asked nicely. Well, she didn't even ask nicely. She kind of just demanded it. You know what? Don't bring her the star. She didn't even ask. She just said, bring me the star. Freaking, what's up with that? I'll bring you some stars. Showing up like a Tom and Jerry cartoon. What am I saying? Someone has to stop. when I just go fully insane. You were saying words. That is the best approximation of my stream that I've heard yet. That happened. I'm trying to fill space here. You can't have 10 seconds of dead air, people. That's when you start losing your potential audience. Of course, that would require them to have one in the first place. I need more multiply layers. There you are. Wait, is this you? This you? Question mark? How much time we got left? Oh, we could definitely finish this page. Faux show, we could finish this page. I gotta add a shadow to this panel, though. I am not an audience. I'm offended. Well, you could be. You applied yourself a little bit. Oh, this song is also a banger. This is Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. Oh, this is nostalgia for me. Even though Monster Hunter 4 came out when I was like 15. That's you could still be nostalgic for 15. Absolutely. I would know because I am. I have heard every track from Monster Hunter 4 at least thousands of times, simply just by virtue of how long I've played that game. That's the one that got me into Monster Hunter. Excuse me? Sorry, I'm offended on behalf of anyone who had to hear that. I'm so slow to the mute key. All you gotta do to be an audience is, like, just make a bunch of emails and a bunch of alternate accounts and then just enter one chat pretending to be all of those different people. You actually shouldn't do that. I'm actually remembering, now that I brought that up as a bit, that someone did actually do that, and it was a very mean prank that they were pulling on some other streamer to make it seem like they had a ton of viewers coming in. But it was really just one dude being a dillweed. So yeah, don't do that actually, now that I'm remembering that that is a thing people have done with real ramifications. How many figures? Let's break it down. We got 2 figures left. That shouldn't be too bad. With about, like, I don't know, like 40 minutes left to stream. Absolutely doable. And that's just the rough estimate. I don't have a solid consensus. Or solid... I sounded like a Minecraft zombie for a second there. Sorry about that, if I gave anyone PTSD. Heard about that streamer? It was on an Off My Chest on Reddit, if I remember correctly. That sounds right. Can't tell you how many, like, I didn't know there were so many versions of r/am I the asshole until I had to purge all of them from my feed over the past, like, few weeks. There's, like, am I wrong, AITA, am I the asshole? There's, like, so many of them. It's like, I don't want to read posts from everybody First of all, if you don't know, everybody on those subreddits is a creative writer trying to get internet points, and none of the stories are real, and you can tell almost immediately whenever you see any of them. And second of all, there's just so many, you have to, it's just like, there's so many versions of that same, of subreddits with the same concept. How did this happen? Zombies aren't bad, creepers give me panic. Yeah, creepers are pretty much designed to cause emotional trauma, simply just by existing. But then they personify them as the anime waifu with the hoodie. I don't know why she has a hoodie all the time, but she does. His hand does not need shading this intense, I don't think. I can't imagine a being that functions primarily to explode would get cold very often. Also, I blame Merryweather for perpetuating this narrative that the creepers are a hoodie anime girl above anything else. Also, Merryweather comics, freaking despise them. He's not a bad person, nor is anything he writes particularly bad. It's just, I find them to be the most soulless creations I have ever seen. And everything he does is so formulaic. It's just, you might say I'm jealous of his success, and that would be true. Because if all you gotta do to get successful is not even draw the comic, just hire artists to draw your derivative, basically parody of insert any media property here for you, then I could make 1 billion comics in that way. Some of his previous works include Minecraft Girls, if they were anime waifus, internet browsers, if they were waifus. You can see where the trend can only go from there. It's pretty much the same formula every time. Insert whatever, anthropomorphize it into an anime waifu, and that's how and then just hire people to draw it for you. You don't even have to do it. You could just be, he's probably one of the most prolific writers of webcomics I've ever seen. And that's part of the reason that I foster such an envy and distaste for what he does. It just seems like he's cranking them out for the sake of doing it. There's no story. I don't think there's a story that Merryweather ever wants to tell. It's just something he feels compelled to keep Patreon numbers up. Again, these are all allegations and accusatory and inflammatory and incendiary, and I know that. But I can be jealous. I'm allowed. I'm allowed to feel these emotions. I'm over here making one page every, like, couple of weeks, so of course I'm jealous. Would love to have that studio workflow, or at the very least the time to act like I have that. If only I was a kid billionaire. Then I could just sit around doing whatever I want. Son of an oil tycoon. Although I would prefer maybe the son of like a wind farm tycoon. That's probably more environmentally friendly. Although the birds do be hitting those things sometimes. So I don't know. Maybe like just a solar panel tycoon. Is that anything? I could be the solar panels with built-in squeegees to get the bird poop out. Now that is an idea. So many spelling mistakes in that one. Oh god, now there's speaking mistakes. I'm making verbal typos. But I think you're onto something there. That does seem to be an issue that would crop up if you had solar panels. What do they do in, like, the actual solar farms where they're, like, it gets so hot in there that you can't even go out there without, like, protective gear? Or just waiting until nightfall? Maybe at that point it just, like, burns it off? It's like, something's gotta happen. Ignore me, my brain doing the Windows reboot. I'm no stranger to that. I don't even get a warning, though. Get manual override. Like those times when Windows just decides it'll take a stranglehold of your computer, and you're just in a hostage situation for the next hour and a half or however long the update takes. They've done that to me many times. They force an update upon me. Like some kind of rapscallion, some kind of ne'er-do-well. Should be criminal, honestly. I've been digitally assaulted when that happens. That's when you have chronic pain. Brain sometimes just goes numb. I can believe it. How much of this beard gets lit here? Probably not this much. Oh, the freaking pipes on this song. I feel like I'm in the bloody Highlands. H.I. Hello, Swan. Having car troubles again, were we? For those of you who are not in the know, Swan, she goes on these trips, you see, for like conventions and stuff. And when she does this, she will say things that would allude to the idea that nothing bad happened on these trips. For example, when she was spiraling out of control as a result of slippery road conditions and what have you, she said she had minor car troubles. Okay, so that's one thing. And then her most recent trip, if you were to browse her Discord, when she says the trip is going fine, what video do we find mere seconds below this post that she claims the trip is going fine as? She says the trip is going fine while she sends a video of a tornado forming, reaching down from the sky like the vindictive tendril from God, trying to wipe away humanity, forming right next to their, like a mile away from. So yeah, the trip's going fine, she said. As God reaches down Old Testament style and tries to wipe out the dinosaurs again. So anyway, yeah, glad to see you're good. But we're fine, so it's fine. Yeah. What happened in your life that those are fine trips? Yeah, the minor car troubles. That's fine. That's minor car trouble. And then the trip is going great. Just freaking natural disaster coming down. It's like the freaking boat guy all over again. What with the animals and such? Private Ryan or something? One of those things. doesn't do any good to panic. Yeah, it sounded like the driver was about to have a breakdown. And you were just saying, like, please don't have a breakdown. You're driving the car. Noah? Yeah, that's probably it. I still think Private Ryan is another contender. I panic enough for everyone. Normally when I say stuff like, it's going great, I don't say that when divine wrath is upon me. I was more scared of her driving than the tornadoes, so maybe that's why I was calm. That is fair enough. They did sound like they were about to freak it. They were sounding like they were about to have minor car troubles, if you know what I mean. And I know you do. I went a different tab and the music dropped, so I thought things broke. The music broke. I feel like one of these days, Swan, you're gonna go to a convention, and we're just gonna see a pre-programmed, like, we're gonna, I bet you have a video file scheduled on your computer to release, like, automatically to Discord via some kind of bot service or whatever, some kind of computer command that you have to deactivate every time you return from one of those. Because if you don't, the video that comes on will just be like, if you're seeing this, I have died. It's just, I feel like you have one of those. Randomly while I remember. Alright, go on. What does the bottom half of Zotan look like? Does he wear shoes? I have my offline screen. I got my offline screen. Where is it? It shows my shoes. What do you think, I'm walking around this prison barefoot? No, I'm likely to get splinters or something like that. A little shrapnel in my foot. Here I am. This is the bottom half. So I have tasteful spandex on. That's not what that is. I want that to not be canon. No one cares. Show their feet on the internet. Well, I have a little bit of common decency. No one dare show their feet on the internet. I wouldn't. This rat would, though. Freaking sick bastard. Look at him. No shoes. Not even socks. Carrying diseases as well. Freaking parameciums and amoebas all over this guy. Me? Well, I have them too, but it's different because I'm a humanoid. Not when Stakey is here. Send it to me later so I have it for reference for the tarot card. Yeah, I can do that. I could do that right now. Upload a file. Well, I don't know if the file is actually small enough because Discord is a wiener about that kind of thing. So, let me just check. Since we're on schedule to finish this page today anyway, I feel I can mess around a little bit more. Cool, cool. I just need you. Well, you can have the whole thing. What tarot are you? Garo wouldn't tell me, but I'm predicting the Fool. 100%. I said that and they said no guessing, so I know I'm right. I'm like 1,000,000% correct. I'm on 2 cards? Oh my god. Oh, also it sent over flawlessly, so you could just have that whole thing. I didn't realize that JPEG was so small. Also, while I'm here, I'll send you a picture. This is just for you. You can have this one. I'll send you a picture of that guy you like so much. There he is. you can just have that. That's not in the house, so you just have that. Sweet. Step 1 of becoming Zotan channel number 2 works. Don't become me. Why would you want to become me? I have 0 audience gain potential. Through every effort of my own. You cannot grow this channel if you tried. I will make it unmarketable. I will cancel myself. I'll say something really inflammatory like pineapple on pizza is delicious. Can I put him on my phone as my background? Sure. Do whatever you want with it. Print him out, make him a poster above your bed frame if you feel compelled to do so. I won't stop you. And then we just got these two lads to, well, it's the same lad, but I gotta do it twice, and then it'll be good. Not about the poster part. That's good that you clarified, because I interpreted that as exclusively about the poster part. I'm actually kind of excited to end stream today, not because I dislike the stream, that far from it. Why else would I do it as often as I do? You think a semi-daily routine is easy? No. But because I'm really trying to get into the swing of writing gooder than I currently do. And I've got some stuff I'm willing to experiment with. So we'll see how that goes. Trying to incorporate subtext, because the key to writing anything that isn't cringe is to leave at least a bit of ambiguity in there. As in some double meaning. It's like really hard. I mean, it's good writing for a reason when people execute it successfully, because it's hard to do properly. But when you get a scene rolling and there's subtext and you're conveying information in a way that doesn't seem expository, it just freaky. It's like magic, dude. It's like caffeine. It's just you can't get enough of it. But it's really hard to get there. So I'm working on it. Trying to build consistency? Ew, I did not like that. It felt like she was whispering in my ear. Ew. Songs with vocals, man. I don't know what it is. Writers are magic. Except for most of the ones that are on strike. I can't help but notice most of the bad shows that were getting cranked out every 2 seconds, they kind of stopped when the writer's strike happened. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying anything else. I'm just saying that alone. That's the only thing I will say out loud. Some writers are magic. Good writers are magic. There we go. How do I talk indirectly about my themes? Now that is actually just the most boiled down way to put it. That is wholly accurate. How do I say what I'm trying to write about without ever actually saying the words that I'm writing about? It's part of why I love Berserk so much. I think if there's any story that does that the most, it is Berserk. And the thing that's crazy about Kentaro Miura is that he wrote characters' internal monologues, like a lot. Like, he devoted sometimes entire sections of entire chapters to that. And it never once felt overbearing or cringy or ham-fisted. He was always good with figurative development of his characters and themes in a way that was not, like, just on the nose. And if it was on the nose, it was pretty freaking good. In a way that was, like, you know, in line with the characterization he'd established prior. And it's just impressive every time I think about Berserk. I really gotta just buy the hardcover so I can look at them for way too long. You gotta start writing somewhere. Time to write a sitcom. I think no. And hear me out. No. I don't want to do that. The only jokes that I could write for a sitcom would be jokes that the actors would have to improv, like the Elaine dance from Seinfeld. Like, I would do a weird dance, and then I would just rely on people funnier than me to make that joke work. That's what I would write. I'd be like the George Washington of sitcom writers, where I would just surround myself with people who knew what they were doing and let them do most of the work. Sitcom episode in your web, maybe for like a spin-off comic, but I don't even have any main comic content released to even do spin-off comics, little side comics. I have side comics in my brain for ones that I would do, had I the opportunity. But we're not even close. Oh, let's not get our hopes up here. Have you seen how long it's taken me to get this much of the prologue completed? Like, my god. Audience laugh track. Just play that whenever someone says anything. I know, you know what? That is the lizard brain secret to laughter. You don't even have to do anything funny. It just has to have a laugh. And you'll be biologically inclined to be part of the herd because we have herd mentality as as Homo sapiens. And it just works. That's how you write a joke. It's true. You may not like it, but it's true. Beach episode? Ooh, I could do a beach episode. I have a lot of characters that are already like half naked all the time. And it's the dudes, mainly. You would think, Zotan, really? A beach episode? How tasteless. But the moment I say no, it's the dudes. Everyone's on board, okay? I know how this plays out. Oh, beach episode with women? We've seen this one a million times, but no. It's the dudes. Now all of a sudden I get a raucous, just a huge uproar of applause and support. I know how this goes and I haven't even done it yet. We support equal opportunity. Exactly. For example, one of my guys, you'll notice how little of a shirt he's wearing. Where's my other one? Here's another one of my male character designs. Where did I put? You'll notice how little of a shirt he's wearing. Beach episodes with the Cardinal Guard. Yeah, for sure. They keep the helmet. Absolutely. The helmet stays on during swimming. Then I got another guy. Where is he? Where's this fool? There's another guy over here. You'll notice how little of a shirt he's wearing. One accidentally pops the beach ball. It should just get stuck right on the top. Just right over here. On his bullet-shaped dome piece. They all get sad. The Cardinals are incapable of sadness, I think. Based on how I've written the first few chapters, or outlined it at least. I have not scripted it out yet. I haven't even scripted out all the prologue yet, which I'm gonna do, or at least try to make progress on, when the stream ends today. I'm gonna make a really committed effort to frickin' getting this prologue scripted out to the best of my ability. They sound so kawaii. You will, when we get to the pages I have to censor for spoiler reasons, you will probably be, the images that are probably already running through your head. They should not be positive ones. Blushing, you couldn't even see them doing it. They have red armor. Crimson armor. Let them be cute? No. I refuse. These guys are not adorable. They're not cute. Ugh. They're manly and intimidating. Full of toxic masculinity. Pink blush over the arm. And then we add another layer. Actually, we could probably just... go over here. Put the Discord image over the guard. I have to open this in browser and then download it? What am I, a sicko? Alright, fine, I'll do it. For research purposes, I get it. Don't even freaking worry about it. Question is, which panel would it look best? Oh, I have an idea. Oh, God, I got... Is it worth... It's worth it. It's not transparent. It said PNG, didn't it? Did it not? You know what, we can test it. File open. Downloads this one. Oh, yeah. It's not transparent. Hold on, we can do a good approximation of it. This'll have to do. Whoa. Oh, look at him. Look at him, look at this little guy. He's evil. He's a rapscallion and a monster. Nobody think he's cute. He'll kill you. While you're awake. He doesn't even wait for you to be asleep, he'll just freaking do it. I've erased some of the mouth I have noticed here. I was just trying to soften it up. Get him out of here. Delete this whole layer. Delete the channel. Delete the stream. Delete the comic. Nobody deserves to read it anymore. Not even me. I've disgraced it all. I'm giving up on my dream, everybody. This is me waving goodbye to my dreams. There it is. Hold on. Made a little bit more apparent here. Goodbye, everyone. See you in therapy. Alright, what are we doing? We have one panel left, and you all are distracting me. As per usual. Can't believe this. On the day of my daughter's wedding. Also, guys, I had a freaking mental breakdown. Not in a bad way, in a good way. Which I know is a weird way to open up any conversational topic. A clip? What is this about? I'll bring up what I'm talking about. Oh, it's Kawaii Cardinal Guard. Okay. Fair enough. I don't even need to click on that. I know exactly what that is. It just happened. And how dare you? First of all, how dare you? Second of all, how dare you? But, I remember bringing up on stream that I had, like, a dream that Worthy Kids was gonna upload his next episode of Big Top Burger. And then, like, literally a day after I said that, he uploaded the next episode of Big Top. And I had a premonition that it was gonna happen. I dare because it was fun. But, like, I had a vision in my mind's eye that he was going to release the next episode, or already had, and then, like, it happened a day or two later. I'm pretty much basically in tune with that guy, to the degree that I know exactly what he's going to do next at all times. Basically, what I'm saying is, Worthy Kids and me, we go way back. He doesn't know it yet, but we just do. He'll know someday. That sounded more threatening than I wanted it to. I wanted it to sound like aspirational, as opposed to confrontational. He'll freaking know someday. Then won't he be sorry? Oh yeah, I was going to talk about this as well. Guilty Gear Strive, they released, or they announced, they didn't release, they announced Johnny, he's coming back. Sounds like stalker behavior, no. But they took away his nipples. So, basically rest in peace to Johnny's nipples. They are now gone. He gave them up to the ESRB gods so that Guilty Gear could remain rated T or something, I don't know. I thought we were all chill about male presenting nipple though, you know, just like universally. I thought that was a thing we all were just like, yeah, we have to accept that in this modern age. But like, I don't know, apparently they just forgot that we were okay with that. And Johnny does not have nipples anymore. Poor dude, I know. And it's not even like they're... It's like they got Men in Blacked off of him, like how in the scene where Will Smith burns off his thumbprints. It's like I imagine that's what happened to this guy's nipples. They're just gone. There's not even a scar. There's nothing. Where there should be nipple, there is not. Not even a trace. He's also, like, fully hairless, and I think that's a bold... this is an unrealistic standard for most fighting game characters, you know, for men to adhere to. Just, like, completely hairless individuals. Like, Street Fighter 6 has been headed in the right direction. There's people with just... I think they went in-depth, maybe a little even too in-depth with the bodily hair in Street Fighter 6. Reminds me about the beaver nipple bit. The what? Is this something that happened at summer camp? Need a multiply layer here. Jeff Foxworthy. I haven't thought about that name in a million years. I just knew he started running a Christian game show at some point. I think that's what happened. What is this layer? Anyway, this Jeff Foxworthy bit? Oh god, the blush is up here now. Get away from me. I will DM it to you so you can watch it later. Okay, I'll accept it. I'll accept that. I was about to pull it up, but I'll accept either option. Ow. That's just blue, dude. I feel like the shadow should be longer, actually. Which means it would partially obscure the man. Partially obscure the man. Where is he? Here's his lair. Partially obscure the man is part of my upcoming censored tribute band to Rage Against the Machine. Was that joke anything? I liked it, now that I'm thinking about it, I enjoyed making that. So that one's just for me. It was a long walk to get there, and the results were arguably not worth it, but I liked that one. I was gonna say, sounds like a good band name or an album name, yeah. Partially Obscure the Man. It's the new wave. Don't miss out. I'm pretty sure the new wave is a sentence that is only said by 60-plus-year-old out-of-touch businessmen. I don't think anyone's ever said ride the wave in a way that is actually cool in, like, centuries. Now I've got to draw this man's blood all over the place. I mean, I'll try. And then I'll probably call it for today after I finish this man's rendering. Do I have to draw? I'd have to draw it on every... Oh, man. I hate giving myself detail work. Ew. Gross. Ugh. But I'll do it. What's his nose look like? He's got a huge... He's got bleeding all over the dang thing. What else did I have? Where else is he bleeding on it? On his beard, he's got some down there as well. Okay, we'll do that. It's gonna be a violent comic, by the way, in case that excites anybody. I do plan on getting gratuitous. Not too gratuitous. I'm not gonna show, like... I won't even go as far as to say that I'll show, like, a dismembered arm in the way that, like, a Ghibli movie would, like a Mononoke style, where they like draw the freaking arm and then they'll draw like the freaking cross section inside of it. I won't be doing any of that, although I do think it was used to very great comedic effect in that first of all in that movie, but first of all mainly because Webtoon would not allow that, so I don't think I could get away with it. But second of all, it's just like, I'm not interested in that level of... I'm not going to go full-on Berserk, even though it is the comic that I talk about most, and I'm aware of that. Because I revere it so. And out of respect for the original vision, I will not be reading the new chapters, even though they were apparently, you know, looked over very intensively by close friends who knew the general outlines of Miura's story. I just don't care. Only one man could make that vision in the way that I think I'd be satisfied seeing it end on, so... I don't think I'll be continuing, but I do appreciate the effort. Still a little drip droplet, a little drip. Nah, that's too much. That's too many drips. I think the one drip is good. You only need so many drips. That's a metaphor you could apply to any moment in your life. This is another one of the Monster Hunter 4 songs that I heard about a bajillion times. I believe this is Dundorma. That man isn't doing so hot. Nah, he ain't doing too good. Part of your little cutie squadron here probably had something to do with that, maybe. I don't know, but probably. Seeing as they're aggressively shoving him to the ground. But I don't know, you know, you seem to think they're so great. Maybe they didn't do anything. And they're just helping him out. See, look, they gave him to this lady. She must be here to help or something. I don't know. This is... Maybe I should put this over me as my Goblin avatar. Can I, like, move this into the bottom portion of the screen somehow? Let me just check OBS to see if that looks anywhere even remotely close. That'll be behind me, so it doesn't even matter, but... I tried. Oh, God. Kawaii. I already have cat ears. I'm already kawaii, I'll have you know. Anyway, I expect my subscriptions and donations in the mail by yesterday. Gashimasu. Cannot pronounce anything when I'm trying to speed read. And just render blood quickly on this man's short. I already said you did. And I've provided no product or service for it yet. But it shall happen. And then I will update the tavern fund to display that accordingly. This is how we're gonna fund the fantasy tavern. Well, so far it's been through commissions. And I got the stove one in there. That's the one that's been there the whole time. You know what's funny is I hadn't even collected that money for that commission yet, and I forgot. It's just been sitting in PayPal this whole time for like a month. And then I checked PayPal today to get to send Garo the PayPal link. And it was like, you have $50 just sitting here, you idiot. And I was like, oh yeah, I did a service for money. I forgot. And now I remember. Now it's going to be through e-girl cat ears. Yeah, dude, 100%. Nah, this wouldn't be here yet. E-girl Zotan. Well, if those aren't the worst words I've heard in combination in a long time. Zotan is already kawaii. I am, but I'm also very masculine and cool and a little mysterious, a little sensual, a little bombastic, a bit debonair, if you will. Just stop me when you hear something that isn't true, but I guess I could go on for a while longer if I must. Very chivalrous. Humble to true, very humble, very honest with myself. This eraser is too large. Be small. Why do I hate this little splotch here? Why won't it look good? Oh yeah, which arm of his is messed up? It would be his right arm, which I have strategically placed off of the panel. Perfect. I have to do less work as a result of my careful foreplanning. Want to support the stream? Don't. True. You're not allowed. Maybe someday, but I'm just not ready to receive anything in return for what I do. I haven't even put out content yet. Maybe when the comic is out, I'll rebrand that little bit there. I did have a buddy of mine bring up a good point. The sentiment is me, though. Like, my content, get out. You were a proprietor of that for a while. That is kind of your mainstay, your go-to, if you will. But yeah, Stove once brought up specifically like, the fact that if you're gonna have a donate and support the stream button, maybe don't have it be like a bunch of bags of money. And I was like, I fully agree with that. So when it comes to the time when I try to not make that a joke, I will change it. But for now, it's funny to have it just be bags of money and then you can't donate to me. You're physically unable. How does it feel? I suppose I could put a PayPal link there or something. Why do I say PayPal so weird? Like, this isn't a steak thing where he thinks I say YouTube funny. This is a real, like, I'm hearing myself say PayPal and I don't know why I'm, like, that time I said it normally. But I've been saying it like PayPal. Like I'm from the Bible Belt or something. Y'all ever heard of PayPal? It's like a, speaking of Jeff Foxworthy. Sounds like a hymn. I'm turning it into a dang, like, 3-syllable word. A pail you put money in. Or a pal you put money in. PAL. Don't put money in your pals. Unless they ask for it. And you're all willingly consenting adults. So Tampy busking? I could actually. I was gonna say I couldn't, but like guitar is one of the few things I could actually do. I can sit around in a public spot and be a nuisance. Do some amateur acoustic guitar covers of anything. But it would be very weird. I don't think I would fit in with the kind of crowd that would donate to somebody busking these days. Like, they'll probably expect, like, a Led Zeppelin song or something like that. Or, like, an R&B song. But I'd be over here being like, alright. For my next song, I will be doing, Baka Mitai from the game series Yakuza. And I hope you like it. And then that would be what I would do. There's a market for it. There's that one guy who does whip cracking to songs. Let me see if I can find the clip. That sounds nuts. And also, I might be the market for it. What color did I make the bruising on this man's face? It's like a deep pink kind of thing. Oh, there's a YouTube clip. Let me find that in a bit. Let me get this eraser figured out, though. And then I'll settle into that. We only got one more panel of Injured Man, and then we're good for today. So I'll take a trip around to the whip cracking thing.
Alright, we got time for one or two more.
Jacques the Whipper performs One-Winged Angel.
One-Winged Angel? Wait, hold up. We're gonna come back to you in just 1 second. Who just said Freebird?
No, One-Winged Angel.
Really?
Freebird. I played this at some point. He's not even doing it.
Alright, so... You asked for One-Winged Angel. That's the song from Final Fantasy VII, right? A game that came out 1997, I think? Ish? A song that's probably older than half the people in this room.
Hey, that's me.
A song that, like, wasn't even until the end of the game, so you had to play through all of it. A song that's not even in English, it's in Latin. No one here speaks Latin. Does anyone here speak Latin? Shut up.
It's a dead language. You can't speak Latin. You can think you speak Latin.
I know that song, but I absolutely don't know every little bit of that song, so we're gonna do it right now.
Oh no. Where does this guy perform?
Veni, veni, venias, ne memori facias, veni, veni, venias, ne memori facias, gloriosa, generosa,
This is wild. Can't believe.
generosa, Sephiroth. I want you all to know.
There's stuff all
I sat
over.
down and I learned those lyrics
This is really-
ago.
He also does Ren
I
fairs.
saw, like,
Interesting.
oh, they're remaking Final Fantasy VII. That was really popular when I was a kid. I bet that song is going to get requested. I sat down and I learned all those godforsaken lyrics. And it never,
In Sailor Moon, I believe it.
ever got requested. I have been waiting a decade for this moment. Now, if only I had a 68-inch long katana, that would really make it work. But, you know, we don't have time for that. We don't have time for that. Lovers.
Who's this man? Oh, he found one. Who gave that to him?
Toss a coin to your...
Where did he actually get one? If only I had... Oh, the prop department would always have you covered. The tip of that just got me, Odell. Anyway, that guy's great. I'm glad to have known about him. I'm a little bit better of a person for it, I think. I think that's true. Oh, I forgot. I changed the dang color. Give me the blood. Give me that deep crimson. That deep crimson. Give it to him. Stop erasing. That was at a nerd con of some sort? I believe it. For no reason in particular.
Did you just say Sailor Moon?
I like how he's always indignant at the suggestion. But he'll do it anyway.
I am ashamed at how much of this I remember. Cracking with
I'm almost certain that's not it.
my pants, yes, they're so tight. Giving all the English people a fright. Cause I'm the one Jock Z Whipper. Wait, double time it. I can crack my whips as fast as I can. In these pants, my butt's a 10. My mustache, it's smudging again. I am the one Jack Z Whipper. Oh, it's so smudging.
Should have just grown a real
It's
one.
so glorious to be here. It snowed at home 2 days ago.
this Monster Hunter track just silent? Oh, I muted the tab. I was so confused what was happening. Oh, also, I'm just still on the freaking browser. Nice. Good thing I didn't throw up all of my horrendous tabs. Saw a second of your Twitter. Was it my Twitter? Oh yeah, that was the account that Mask brought up on stream. Roll it back. It was not my Twitter. That was an account... We brought it up on stream anyway. That was an account that Mask showed me. I had nothing to do with it. I can go to my Twitter. The secret NSFW Twitter. You'll never find it. I told people if they ever do find it to just type the username in chat with no other words, no other context, no explanation for how you found it. Just put it there and I will have a heart attack live on stream. It's true. But you'll never find it. It is a challenge to the world. But how would we know it's you? Well, that's the trick, isn't it? How would you know it was me? What would the world be like without Captain Hook? That's why I would have a heart attack. I've left it so ambiguous, I don't think anyone could find it. And trace it back to me. I guess you would look for a similar art style to what I do currently. But I don't really draw nude people on this stream very often, so I imagine it would be quite tricky. I could see if my husband, if I was gonna IP hack me, what's gonna happen? You better not. Joke's over, guys. The IP hack would be me. But I don't do that. Not anymore. Now you're firmly in retirement. One last job. And I believe we are good with this page here. The backgrounds are pretty simple, but I have to keep them that way so I have any chance of expediting this process. But I think for the most part, this page is, aside from some highlights, pretty much well and good. And cool, and awesome, and well-rendered, and Zotan, you're so handsome. How do you continue to pump out such quality panels at a rate of 1 every month? I don't know. I wish I could tell you, but I don't. It's just my little secret. Tee-hee. Do not save this. But yeah, I'm glad. Okay, so I'm gonna freaking work on the writing like all day until I go to sleep for the rest of the day. What day is it? It's Monday. What a cool dude. What a handsome lad he is. He can never get a date, though, no matter what he tries. For the love of God, he's so lonely. Won't somebody, some deity high above, show him the slightest bit of mercy, Jesus Christ? But that aside, that's all I gotta say for today. Thank you all for stopping by. Tomorrow, I'll do the comic, as per usual, but also, we'll be starting on Garrow's commission because they have been kind enough to say that I can stream part of it. So I will be streaming part of it. If I draw myself a girl goblin, don't you think I have thought of this already? Excuse me, lady, I'm doing the outro here. We're going to the next song. Okay. This is the starting suit screen. Shut up! Alright. That's all I have for today. Nobody called me out with that, but I felt it welling up in chat. I know somebody was noticing and I saw it. Alright, I'll see you tomorrow. And bye-bye. See ya!